Welcome to the road trip to Haenertsburg. It might be a question, where is Haenertsburg? Haenertsburg, it's a place outside Tzaneen. It is in between Makweng, Moria and Tzaneen. It is a little township. I don't know if I should call it township or just a little space. It's just in the let me say welcome 2024 Polo Vivo second generation facelift. Today we're gonna have a long conversation about this new baby facelift. There is a lot to talk about. It's been out and people are worried. Some are disappointed, some are happy. There is a lot to talk about. Well, first let me tell you that we are starting our road trip from Thavhani Mall, and it is a privilege and interesting to drive a new car that only have a 1 month from the launch. So I got this car for a weekend, so we're gonna have to talk and drive and compare with the second generation and with this facelift. As we are going to Haenertsburg, this time around I decide that we're gonna use the route of Louistrichardt and use the N1 road, and we're gonna exit N1 near the toll gate of Capricorn and go to Tzaneen, and from township we will go to Tzaneen Dam. The plan is to go to Tzaneen Dam 1 and Ebenezer Dam and Magoebaskloof and straight to the mysterious place. So let me get straight to the business and stop wasting your time. This 2024 Polo Vivo second generation facelift, it is a Volkswagen plan to match with the competitors or to meet the requirement of the competitors. And this is where I got worried a lot. Why VW is not listening to their customers? Because we are the buyers and we need them to listen to us. There is a few tricks that if they change from this Volkswagen family, it will be perfect. Listening to the review, listening to influencers and listening to the customers, it will be much better if Volkswagen do listen. Let's look at exactly what is new from this second generation facelift. Unfortunately, the car is still seated on the same chassis. It still look like a Polo TSI 2016 model. Yes, this is a facelift, and the question was asked, why Polo give us the same car for 3 times consecutive? It's because each and every car comes with a facelift. Unfortunately, Polo Vivo was never been manufactured as a Polo Vivo, was never been designed as Polo Vivo. This is a car that is coming from Polo TSI and it became Polo, which was a good thing for VW that they didn't make a lot of effort. They just bring the car, cut the cost, delete some things and make it basic, which it was a win and makes this car not to be expensive for VW. At the end of the day, we want new things and VW want to make a lot of sales, which was the best choice, and people really did love this innovative. People really love how they change Polo TSI and they make Polo Vivo. Unfortunately, people will never want to see this car coming out 3 times. Polo TSI, Polo Vivo facelift. It doesn't make sense to people. People want a new car and VW want to release the facelift. It is a sad news to those who were expecting Polo 8 to come as a Polo Vivo. Unfortunately, we have to pass through facelift first. So what exactly changed from this facelift? Volkswagen decided to bring Polo Vivo front end with daytime running lights, which are halogens, and cornering lights. But those daytime running lights are not permanent. Whenever you switch on the lights, they go off. And those cornering lights are not fog lights, are just cornering lights. It's end there. And on the first entry level, the names has been changed, and the car headlights on the first entry level, they look the same as second generation, only change from style and life and style. That's where those lights became different, and exactly they look the same on the Polo GT. Let me give you what I'm talking about. The names of Polo has been changed. The first Polo entry level, it's called base Polo Vivo. The second model, which is called Comfort Line, and now it's been called Life, and the High Line, it's been called Style. Obviously, the flagship, which is Polo GT, remain the same. And on the bumper, there is a black cap on the fog lights, daytime running lights, which differentiate this facelift and second generation. Going by side, the car looks the same. Car seated on the same chassis. The car has the same 143mm ground clearance. Going to the back, Polo Vivo look exactly the same, but they changed the badging of Polo Vivo. They bring it on the center under the logo or under the boot handle. But what is so interesting is that they give the writing badging with the Polo 8 style. That's why it's confusing. Why will you do that if you are not giving us Polo 8? Because the car looks exactly the same. Now let's go inside the interior to tell you what have changed. The biggest change, it is the infotainment system, which people are saying it look like aftermarket. You can get it on the aftermarket. Yes, you can, but you won't get the Volkswagen system, except that the car looks cheap for what we were expecting. It looks basic. And on the infotainment system, it's a 9-inch that comes with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, but it's wired, not wireless. While other competitors, they have that. The only car that comes with a wired Apple CarPlay is the small budget hatchback. But Volkswagen is not a small budget hatchback. It's called an hatchback, which is supposed to come with a wireless Apple CarPlay. Is it that hard from VW? No, they just don't want to listen. And another thing that changed is the seat stitching. It looks nice, come with a different design. Let's talk about the steering wheel. The steering wheel comes with multifunction on the both sides, and someone can say yes, it is an improvement, but we know that that steering wheel comes exactly from a Polo TSI. It's been existing on the Polo TSI. Now VW is giving us stress because they are doing nothing, completely, totally nothing. They are just taking things from a Polo TSI which came in 2016 and they bring it back on the Polo. Yes, the steering wheel looks nice from what we usually get on the Polo Vivo entry level, but we are used to that. Another thing that has been changed on the interior, it is the analog on the speedometer. The analog now comes with a small red lining on it, just for the sake of the design. Let's go straight to the boot. The change now comes to the boot as they bring back the light, or let me say they bring the light inside the boot. On the review that I did for Polo Vivo, I did say that VW, how are you expecting us to see our luggage bags at night without the light inside the boot? And this was a normal thing on the competitors. Now VW are forced because the competitors are completely winning. Now they're trying to merge with the competitors so that they can have a piece of pie. That is VW for you. You still get front electric window and rear manual winding windows. Nothing has changed. You still get analog or those old knobs for air conditioning. The car looks the same. Let's talk about the power. If you have been driving different hatchback that comes from different companies like Toyota, Kia, Suzuki, and many more. Those competitors, they come with a lot of power. Polo Vivo comes with 55 kilowatts and 130 newtons meter of torque. The numbers are very small. The car will struggle to pick up the speed, but once you pick up the speed, it's for the better. It still comes with a fuel consumption of 5.5 liter per 100 kilometers and still have 818 kilometer range. It still comes with 45 liter fuel tank. That is the numbers that comes with Polo Vivo. But there is 1.6 and there is 1 liter engine. It comes on the style or on the life, and also Polo GT, which comes with 1 liter 3-cylinder engine. But there is an interesting part that people were complaining about Polo Vivo, which was a 2 seconds time from releasing your foot from the brake to the accelerator. Now Polo Vivo, because they don't want to recreate that engine or that gearbox, they bring back something called hill assist that comes from a Polo TSI, and to us it looks like it's a new thing. Yes, it's much better when you are driving it because the car will never roll. The car now has more than 5 seconds time from releasing your foot on the brake to the accelerator. On the steep or anywhere, the car will never roll. But if you are a beginner, it will roll because it still have that 2 seconds, and it's justified by hill assist. If you are a new driver, Polo Vivo entry level is not exactly the car that you have to consider if you don't want to find your car with a scratch and with bumps, because it will roll to other cars. Or you can just go to the mountain and practice 200 times before you become a Polo driver. The only thing that I still appreciate from Polo or from Volkswagen and Polo Vivo is that the car has the best driving experience over all budget cars. That one, you will never take it from Polo. Why? Because Polo comes from Polo TSI. Polo drives well, it's precise, and it's drive well. It's so quiet, so smooth. You can push it over 200 kilometers on your own risk, but you will still feel safer. I took a route to Louistrichardt so that I can enter an N1. I was pushing this donkey. I was pushing this baby girl. I was pushing this car. I pushed it to 160, 180, 190, 200, 210. That was my maximum speed. When I see that the road is flat and I can push it. It drives well, drives good, feels safe, feel fun. The car is nice. That's all I will tell you with the driving experience. I was averaging fuel consumption of unspeakable because I was pushing the car, but it was nice and good experience to drive Polo Vivo. The overall, the big infotainment system, daytime running light, hill assist, light inside the boot, those, and also multifunction steering wheel, those are the game changer to a Polo Vivo. Someone who like Polo will really consider Polo Vivo. Will only check other brands, but you can find that the only small things that are missing from Polo, which means now the gap is being closed. It's all about you and what you like and what you can choose. But normally the gap is closed. It's all about you if you're gonna consider Polo and lose some small features that does matter to somebody. They might not even consider them. They will choose Polo Vivo because Polo Vivo, it will come with the best driving experience. And if you are driving over a long distance, Polo is the way to go. But with that small number, sometimes you have to reconsider if yes, it is worth it. But one thing that I like, Polo didn't even change any price. The facelift comes seated on the same price. Entry level 266,900 rand. Obviously, that comes with almost to consider that you are getting a new car with the same price. So I think that will be the game changer for VW. If we are not done yet, we can tell you that next year Polo Vivo is coming with a special edition celebrating 15 years being existed. Just expect what you can expect from Polo, from VW, the West, as like special edition that comes with the decals. I just don't know what they will change, but the car, it will come exactly the same, only the decals, or maybe even some small tweaks like the new alloy wheels that will define that this is a facelift special edition that is celebrating 15th anniversary, and maybe it will come with different colors. Polo comes with the different colors, and you can go and check them on their website. But after all, Polo has disappointed a lot of people. Some of us, we do know why it has to come back with the same car for almost 3 years. I think on the next one, Polo will do better. And thank all the competitors who are pushing Volkswagen while they are not listening to customers, that you will do it by force. You like it or not, your competitors will always be far away from you, and you will be forced to close the gap of the competitors, because these days features are the things that people want to see on the car to make their own life easier while driving. But if you don't listen, I think we'll have a problem. You will be forced by the competitors. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment. From me to you, I will see you next time. Drive safe.